Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Longayate Girim Yad Kripam Tamamone Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramanda Madhavam Parindra Vadanam Harim. First of all, I want to offer my obeisance to the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Nitra Pravishtam Shtupat, Paramahamsa Parivakacharya, Astotarasata, Srila Bhakti Swami Prabhupada, Srila Gaur Govinda Gosvami Mahārāj, Srila Bhakti Narayan Gosvami Mahārāj, all the Vaishnavas, everybody Sridhara sannyasis, please accept my humble pronounce. So I only saw Srila Sridhara Mahārāj 50 years ago, just a moment when Achyutananda Swami took us in 1975 to Navadvip, to Sridhara Mahārāj's mat with a Sankirtan party. And Sridhara Mahārāj was on the balcony and then he was raising his hand like for blessing. That's the only time I saw him in Vapu. But later on when I was in the United States in 1984, Bhakti Kanan Giri Maharaj, one of his disciples, he gave me actually a very bad Xerox copy of Shri Guru and His Grace. And I thought, this is very thought-provoking. Because I was accustomed to read my Guru's Dev's books, we have this particular style of presentation, and now the same topic presented in a completely different style. The same kata, but the approach of a completely different angle. Like Prabhupada, he would count, in the page how many times the word Krishna is there. But Srila Maharaj used always the center, everything for the center. So he's not speaking about Krishna. There's no Krishna directly mentioned. So first it was like very thought-provoking. I said, this is very different. And then when I started to go into it, I said, oh, this is really nectar. And then the next book came, Search for Shri Krishna, Reality the Beautiful. This time like a good copy, a book. And I just fell in love with these books. So I saw him in Vapu only one time, but this Vani really lives with me. Actually, many times they accuse me, oh, you speak more about Srila Maharaj Katha than Gaur Govinda Maharaj or Prabhupada or Narayan Maharaj, Siksha and Sannyas Guru. You speak more about him. Because really, if you want to have a scientific presentation of Krishna consciousness on all the different topics, all the different siddhantas, you open a book of Sridhara Maharaj, if it is so clear, so defined, and you find this in his Panamantra, Sri Siddhanta need him. It's an ocean of siddhanta. Any topic he touches, he just presents it complete, not just touching a little bit here and there. Complete presentation. You have the whole course. You want to know about Guru Tattva? Full course. You want to know about Krishna Tattva? Full course. Everything he touches, he gives it the full thing. And that is so amazing. Whenever I feel, something, the mind not so good, I just open the book of Sridhara Maharaj, it fixes you all right, immediately. Just open any book of Sridhara Maharaj and you get the remedy to any mental problem, any disturbance, and then so many disturbances in the Vaishnava world, so many conflicts here and there. But if you just open any book of Sridhara Maharaj, you get so much inspiration. So much inspiration. So I will not take too much time because I think Artinos are waiting. But Sridhara Maharaj, really I can say he has revolutionized my life through his books. Like I say, one time I saw him when I was a brahmachari. I was 22, now I'm 72, 50 years ago. But his books have accompanied me, and when I find something nice, I translate it. So I've already translated some of his books, and Maharaj last year gave me this little Word Divine, so we're going to publish it now in France. And then he gave me another book, the 5th volume that Kundalata has produced, The Poetry of a Saint. So every day a little bit translating, because during Kartik, but already one chapter, and maybe by the end of the winter, it will be printed in French, like this. So his kata, his achar, his prachar, his vichar, the conception of Srila Maharaj is just amazing. The way he presents things in such a palatable way, at the same time very poetic. When I said scientific, I don't mean dry. Sometimes we associate, scientific is like logical dry. But his way of presentation is so sweet. I think that's why Kundalata wrote it poetry of a saint, because the words are flowing in such a wonderful way. And they really touch your heart. No, those books of Srila Mahārāj, they're really gems. And in those books, even the title of the book are like Mahavakyas. No, the golden volcano of divine love. Oh, just the word says it all. No, Mahaprabhu's Mukha Udgirna, from his heart like a volcano instead of lava. No, Srila Mahārāj says the verse of Shikshastakam flowing from his mouth like lava from a volcano. I mean, where can you find such poetry and such inspiration? Just the title, Search for Sri Krishna, Realities of Beautiful. Just the title itself is like a sutra that when you open the book and it's unpacked in an amazing way. And his Mahavakya is like die to live. No, dive deep into reality. Just those words are just like sutras or mantras, Mahavakyas.
Yes,
just those words, they give so much inspiration to go deeper. You open any book and you find, yes, I want to go deeper. I don't want to remain in the surface. I want to go deep. And they give so much inspiration. So they've been translated in different languages. In French, we're a little poor. We only have a few. I want to repair that. I see in Russian, you'll see on the table so many Russian books of Srila Mahārāj in the Russian language. Russians are very good for that. They find something, they make it into a book. They don't mess around. Here it is. You'll find at least 10 titles maybe there on the table. So all glories to Srila Sridhara Mahārāj, Siddhanta Nidhim, ocean of Siddhanta, ocean of mercy. He has blessed us so much. It is said, if Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain goes to Muhammad. So Srila Mahārāj didn't go to the West, but the West came to him, and through the first Westerners who were dissatisfied with the mother institution of ISKCON, to which we used to belong, they approached him with so many questions, and they had, like Mahārāj said, the genius to record everything. And then through the work of some of the Western followers, Siksha Disciple Srila Mahārāj, we got the amazing production of so many books, Golden Volcano, Sri Guru and His Grace, Search for Sri Krishna, Reality, the Beautiful, the really nice one with Dr. Marchetti, Madhavpuri Mahārāj, who left a few days ago. The evolution of consciousness, subject in the evolution of consciousness. Going so deep and presenting, my Prabhupada, my Gurudev said, like Prabhupada means their Guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Krishna, they liked Srila Mahārāj to prepare me for my mission. Prabhupada said that. I think one of the first Vyasa puja, before he had his own temple in Chandrodaya Mandir, they were living for some time in Srila Mahārāj's mat, and it was the Vyasa puja of Srila Mahārāj. And those words are very famous. He said, today you will see how to worship the spiritual master. From the very beginning, I knew that he was a pure devotee. Prabhupada and Krishna liked him to prepare me for my mission. Srila Mahārāj joined, he was already older. He was in his 30s, he had studied law, he had studied all Western philosophy, and therefore he could quote it. And it was very useful for my Guru's mission to have this parallel between Western philosophy and Vedic philosophy, or to present in coordination. So all glories to Sridhara Mahārāj. I think after Saraswati Thakur left, he was the Acharya. Then Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivedanta Swami manifested as the Acharya in the Western world. But right after Saraswati Thakur, there was no doubt the Acharya was Sridhara Mahārāj. Go Premanande.
মহারাজের মুখ থেকে শুনলাম উনি কি বললেন, আরে সুন্দর যে শ্রীধর মহারাজের যে বাক্য, বইয়ের নাম যেগুলো যেন এগুলো মহাবাক্য, সাধারণ বাক্য নয়, মানে সূত্র। কি নাম ইংরেজি বলছেন? মহাপ্রভুর শিক্ষাষ্টক বলতে গিয়ে বললেন